Hi and welcome to my channel at Lyckekaga. I have given myself a challenge this time where I am trying to rebuild Willow Creek into a dark academia village. So I am trying to rebuild all of the buildings, some houses and also libraries, city hall, but different types of community buildings, of course, but mainly houses in different sizes for Sims that I'm also making specifically for this challenge going forward. So it will be quite a long project. It will take me quite a bit of time before I can actually do some gameplay. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do some let's play videos when I'm done with this project. It can be fun to do different challenges and let you guys get to know the families that I am but making specifically for this village. This house is my first build. It's quite a large manor for quite a wealthy family. And I used an already existing building for inspiration when I started building this house. The dark academia style is, as you can see, quite a lot of decoration for the outer parts of the building. There's a lot of stonework, a lot of sort of dark aesthetics. And also, as you will see later in this video, quite a lot of foliage in the gardens and the area around. So when I gave myself this challenge, I thought, well, I do really love this kind of aesthetic, the dark academia aesthetic, and it would be fun to see an entire village in The Sims made entirely of houses in that style. So I thought I'd give it a shot and see how it would go. So when building this house, I had several things that I needed to figure out, such as the roofing, which is always one of the trickiest parts in any of my builds, because I like to build houses that have a lot of parts that stick out. So the roofs are always a challenge, and also with these sort of more circular roofs, and I always think that those are difficult to get to fit right and not look strange. So I spent quite a lot of time figuring out the roof, and as you also will get to see more of in this video and all of my videos really going forward, is that I'm quite a chaotic builder. I try a lot of different things before I get it the way I want it to look, and I make a lot of changes along the way. So if you see some of my videos and are reacting to maybe some weird clipping where I suddenly jump from one thing to another and something magically just changed, it's really that I decided against what I was originally doing and then went another route, and I didn't want to sort of waste your time when you watch my videos and make you see all of those changes that happen organically while I build. So I decided to do quite a jump into what it actually ended up being in the end, instead of showing you the entire process, because it's quite long, quite chaotic, quite messy, really. For this build, you can see I have two sort of chimneys that are quite dominant. I spent quite a lot of time trying to figure out how to make those in The Sims the way that they were in the picture. I think I figured it out at the end, but the thing is, every time when I do Sims builds, it's a lot of time just figuring out how to sort of cheat your way into the right shape, because they don't always have the right shape as an alternative when you start building. It's also what makes the building part fun, is trying to figure out how to make it look realistic and organic. I love organic builds. I've done a lot of sort of speed builds with more modern houses, which are quite square in their shape, but I actually love more like this style, where it's a lot of different sort of angles, a lot of different shapes and sizes that you have to sort of get to fit right. And I also love that it looks a bit old. I think it's sad that we don't build houses like this anymore. Also the windows, I hate windows, because I always add windows while I'm making the outer shell of the house, and then when I start building the interior, they never fit. So I always have to change the placement of the windows, and when I try to place windows according to how the inside is and where it actually fits in a room, it always looks weird from the outside. So I always lean towards making the outside look pretty, and then just try to make the inside work, which can be quite a long and tiring and frustrating process, because I always end up with quite a lot of weird shapes for rooms, and I don't always get what I want in the beginning when I start building rooms, just because I have to adapt. I'm also one of those Sims builders that go for more is more when it comes to the exterior decorations, and especially the gardens and plants around the house, mainly because I don't want it to look naked. I love a lot of plants and a lot of trees, and especially those plants that you see, those are CC plants, but climbing plants that sort of enwrap a building, because it makes it look more organic again, and also it adds quite a lot to the aesthetic, I think. So another difficult aspect of building this house was making the stairs work. The stairs were, I had a plan, as you can see, with the railings, where they were supposed to like go into each side at the top and make this grand staircase more, what should you say, more impressive. And then I figured out that when I came to the top, that of course that didn't work, and I struggled a lot with trying to make the flooring work upstairs, and then I had to do something simpler, which is boring, but I made it work either way. I always want to make a grand staircase with a lot of open floor planning in the upstairs stairwell, but it doesn't always work out with the house that I've built. Either the layout is wrong or there's just not enough space. I also love a lot of artwork in my building, and as you can see right with this build, I didn't really want to wait with the interior decoration until I was completely done with the outer shell, just because some things had to be placed right away, so I didn't forget about them. And then I thought, oh, this will go nicely here and this will go nicely here, so why don't place it right away? Which also makes this build one of my more chaotic builds, really. A lot of jumping from one thing to another. I used to only make no CC builds at first, but then I discovered the wonderful world of CC content, and I just couldn't help myself. There's so much out there from so many wonderful creators that I'm just in awe of. I don't know how they do it, but they do it amazingly, and they make the whole process of building houses in Sims, I feel, a lot more what should you say, fulfilling, because you can actually make a vision come true with the CC content. So when the Sims base game and different packs don't have the items that you want, and you're not that creative that you can just make them out of different things that I've seen a lot of other builders do, I do really appreciate the possibility of adding CC content to my game, so that I can place a lot of climbing plants up on the walls of my building, and a lot of different furniture that fits the style of Dark Academia that the Sims originally don't really have. Here you can see some more of my more is more exterior decoration. I also always add some seating areas outside, preferably by the pond or under a tree. As you can see, I had forgotten from my last build how to actually make the base of the house. So I struggled quite a bit with making the house as tall as I wanted to. Anyways, you live and you learn. It turned out well in the end. Some changes had to be done when I lifted the house, but not a lot. There you have it. That was the exterior build, though without the complete foliage. I will add later, because I always find it annoying when the trees are in the way of me decorating the insides of the house. I decided that my fireplaces should be grand and intimidating at some point. The thing is with this Dark Academia style is that I can't really decide on what time of era I want this village to be in, because adding a TV or a workout room or even just a stereo player feels sort of out of place in such a house to me. But at the same time, the Sims that I'm playing with have cell phones and work jobs that require technology, so maybe they just live in the past at home and don't feel the need for a TV or a computer or some of the more modern appliances that we use every day. Or I could download some mods, of course, to make it more realistic. These are one of my favorite CC contents that I downloaded for this challenge, and I use them in all of my builds because they have this very nice effect. You can choose different colors, and as well you can choose a wallpaper that would be too much in a room on its own, but with those it kind of dampens the effect a bit. So you only get part of the wall with the wallpaper, and the other is those panelings that make it just better, I guess. So this is the first time I'm recording a commentary for one of my videos, and as you can hear, I don't really know what to say all the time. I find it a bit difficult to fill all of the time with audio, because there's not that much to say, I guess. At the same time, I do enjoy giving you guys an insight to what it's like being inside my brain while doing one of these builds. I hope you can enjoy the process alongside with me. These bookcases are fantastic. They make it so much easier to just customize how you want your bookcase to look like. You don't have to have a bookcase that is filled with books. You can have a bookcase that is filled with flowers or plants or other things as well, which I think adds to more of a balanced aesthetic. I've also come to appreciate lighting put on the walls instead of in the roofs, although the roofs always seem naked without ceiling lights, so I tend to add them later on. I also love these carpets. Houses with carpets makes me happy. It's nice to walk on, and it looks good. How do you decorate a hallway? Paintings, artworks. Toilets are my worst enemy while building, especially because I have a tendency to make them small, so they are very difficult to decorate. And I don't give them enough time to make them special. I focus on other rooms, such as this library, where you can see even more of those bookcases that I have downloaded. They are downloaded from Felix Andre series. He has a lot of really good CC content that I can recommend. All of his content, really. It's very well made and it looks amazing. It does require you to spend some time though adding books to your bookcase, but it's well worth it. I also have a philosophy of more is more when it comes to adding artwork to my houses. Bare walls are boring, I think, and I am sort of partial to arts, especially Renaissance art and romantic era art, which there are a lot of in the CC content that I've downloaded. So this dining room is very over the top. Figured that this is an old house. They have lived in this house for generations, and at one point they might have had something to do with royalty, so they had to have a dining room that was royalty fit, I guess. And also finding chairs for this dining room was difficult. So the kitchen. I have decided for once to not prioritize the kitchen in my build, but prioritize other rooms. Mainly because, as I said, I haven't really decided on what era this play is in, and kitchens weren't really a priority back in the day, you could say. They were mostly staffed by servants and not really a place where the family would spend time. So this kitchen was quite small and didn't have a lot of decorations. So that was the first floor. Now I moved up to the second floor where the bedrooms are. And I've decided that I would have 3 full bedrooms, 1 master bedroom, 2 guest rooms and a nursery, and also adjoining bathrooms to all of these bedrooms. I tend to do that in all of my builds, build in adjoining bathrooms to the bedrooms, just because I feel like that makes the play easier when they have their own bedroom that is connected to their bathroom that's connected to their bedroom. They don't have to stand in line to use the bathroom or the shower in the morning, which I sometimes find frustrating while playing. But it also costs a lot of money, so when I'm building houses that are more affordable, that is something I need to be more conscious about, that most people don't have adjoining bathrooms to all of their bedrooms. They have to share, sadly. So this is the master bedroom that I'm working on right now. As you can see, the room is a bit awkward in its layout, and that was because I had to make the bathroom fit the window, which is always my biggest frustration, is making the rooms fit the windows, because I hate when they split a window at the same time, so I try to make it work, because in a real house you wouldn't have a room that had half a window. So I quite often have that in my Sims build at first before I start adjusting. If you're wondering where I get my CC content from, comment on this video and I will post another video later on with a full list of my CC content for you guys, so you can download as well if there's something particular that you like and would like to enjoy for your own gameplay. I can already recommend Felix Andre's stuff that you can find on his website. I spend a lot of time while doing the interior decorations in all of my builds, which also means I spend quite a lot of time editing my videos later, because I have a lot of stuff that I just need to cut out of the video, or the video would be too long and you guys would be bored watching it because it wouldn't be worth it. So that's why I can't really post a video that often. I have a full-time job as well, and 1.5-year-old at home, so I have only a few hours at night to both do the decoration of my buildings and edit my videos. So I'm sorry that it takes me a while to get new videos out, but I am really trying my best, I promise. This room is quite majestic, I think. I went a bit goth on this one, thinking that maybe they'll have a daughter or a son that would be, what could you say, more gloomy and would like a dark room. The adjoining bathrooms are quite small, as you can see, because I didn't want to waste space for the bedrooms on the bathrooms. This is more of a light bedroom, thinking that I might have kids with different interests. And I love those full wall paintings. Also downloaded CC content, but I love those. They add so much character to a room. There you go, the last bathroom, and then we have, of course, the stairwell. These kind of rooms are always the last ones to get decorated in my builds, because I never know what to do with them. They're kind of just places that need to be filled with random stuff. So usually I put a lot of paintings in them, some statues, a lot of lights and sofas. So I downloaded this nice little pergola. Is it called pergola? I think so. And here you see me adding all of the trees and the foliage that surrounds the house. I want it to really feel overgrown and a bit ancient, old, with small flower details every now and then. A bit organic. So there you have it. This is the tour of the house. Here you can see the entrance hall and living room. A nice little seated area next to the bookcase. You see the hallway leading into the dining room, and also the bathroom and the library, and another hallway into the kitchens. Here is the finished dining room, quite grand, I know. I also see I have a small mistake in the roof in there. The very tiny downstairs toilet. Everyone needs to have a downstairs toilet. And here you have the library with a grand fireplace, so you can cozy up by the fire and read a good book. And as you can see, a lot of artwork. the under-prioritized kitchen, which is quite brown and beige, and it's not a place where you spend time. It's a place where you go cook. And here you have a glimpse of my residence for this building. The dark and gloomy bedroom. The stairwell. One of the guest rooms with the amazing wall painting. And of course the master bedroom, which turned out to be quite dark as well, but also a bit regal. Grand fireplace in that room as well. The master bathroom, complete with a double sink, bathtub, and sort of hid-away toilet space. And the nursery, of course. The design of the cot is just amazing, and also the stroller is actually functioning as a bed as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure building this house, and I hope you have enjoyed watching and listening to me ramble on for some odd 20 minutes. Remember to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my videos in the future. Bye!